the programming concept. Okay, but before that, in the previous class we discussed about the JavaScript, what is JavaScript and what is the use of it, and we have done a simple JavaScript coding in the previous video. If you did not see that video, go and watch. Today we are going to see some of the important topic already you have completed in the first year in C programming, in C. The basic concept are there. Based on that, you can implement everywhere, wherever do you want to use, like in JavaScript. If you go to JavaScript, if you go to Python, C++, data structure, the same concept will repeat again and again. So for you, I will repeat the concept, programming concept, what we are going to use in the JavaScript is, first one is the variables. Like if you remember, in the C programming we must have to take the variable if you want to take the input from the user. Okay, and we need a data type, how much storage, what is the size do you want to give for that variable, and we have to give like if we have a multiple items or number of elements are there, so we will use the array. If we have the same data type and collection of same data type and different values, and we'll see what is statements. This four thing we are going to see in this lecture. In the next lecture also we will going to see some of the programming concept, like operation, like operators, increment, decrement, and function and control statement in the next class. Then we'll see how to use this thing in practical. Okay, so in today's lecture we are going to see variables, data type, array, and statement. First thing, variable. Variable is the name associated with a piece of data. Okay, this is name associate of piece of data. If you are giving some data, for that data you are giving some name, that is called variable. Variable allow you to store a manipulate data in your program. Okay, variable will allow you to store, manipulate data in your program. What is the opposite of variable is constant. Constant will not manipulate, whatever the value is there, that will be the same thing. So variable, whenever do you want to change or want to modify or manipulate, you can do. Okay, fine. Next, think of a variable as a mailbox which hold a specific piece of information. Okay, what is the variable? We will take the example of mailbox. It hold a specific piece of information, whatever the information is there, that will hold or store. Okay, this is about variable. Here in JavaScript, variables are created using the keyword var. Okay, this is a keyword. With the help of this keyword we can create the variable. Okay, so here some of the examples. Var is a keyword, x is a variable, and this is value. Okay, this is value, and this is variable. This is variable, and this is keyword. Okay, this is keyword. Keyword, variable name, and value, and semicolon is termination. Okay, this is defining example. In the same way, we are taking y is equals to 17. Y, variable y is equals to 17. Here also this is keyword, y is a variable, and 17 is a value. Okay, value is nothing but integer value. What value? Integer. Here also same. Here var color is red. Whenever we will get in the double quote, okay, whenever we will have like this double quote, that time it will call string. What will we call? String. string we will call string. Where is a keyword, color is a variable name, and red is a string. Okay, red is a string. Where name is equals to catty, and this is also a string. Okay, where variable name and value means whatever the uh, okay. This is a simple examples for the variable, how to create the variable. If you want to give the integer value, just give numbers. If you want to give a character or a string, then that should be double quote. If you are giving character, you must give in a single quote. Character will represent as a single quote, and double quote will represent as string. Okay, next, it is vitally important to discuss between the name of a variable and the value of the variable. Okay, so here for example the expression where is a keyword, color is a name of the variable, and value of the variable, whatever the value you want to give, that is here red. Color is the name of the variable and red is a value. In other word, color is the name of a box while red is what is inside the box. Okay, so you can take any one of this, so better to take this one, first one. Color is the name of the variable and red is a value. Okay, next, data type. What is data type? Data type is to store the data, whatever the variable you are taking. Do you want to take the variable integer, do you want to take the variable float, means decimal point, or do you want to take in the character? Whatever the value do you want, in which format do you want, int, float, double or char, that is called data type. Based on data type, the storage will be allocated for the variable. Primitive data types: first, number, string, and boolean. Number is nothing but like integer variable. Just now we have seen where color is equals to red is a means sorry, uh, this first one, where x is equals to 10, this is numbers. Whatever the numbers you are giving, you can give primitive data type. Strings, like color is equals to red, that is called string. Boolean, true or false, only two things will be there, true or false. And composite data type is array and object. Composite data type is a not a primitive data type, it is derived from the primitive data type, that is a array, object, function, that will be the things are there, struct, union, not function, structure, union, that all the things will be composite data type. So composite data type is array and objects. So this is about the data type. Okay, and different data type has a different size of the variable. First one, number. Okay, what is a number? A number can be either an integer or a decimal, maybe a integer value or a float value. Integer value is a directly it will be number like 10. Okay, decimal value is like 10 point something, like 2 3 something, 10.2, it is a decimal, and integer is only 10, example. Whatever the number without decimal, that is called integer. With the decimal, it is called float. Strings. A string is a sequence of letters or number enclosed in single or double quote. A string is like if you see the string red, okay, this is a characters, and if you are writing in the double quote, that will represent as string. String is nothing but is a sequence of letter or a group of letters or numbers. Example 1 7, and here this thing I am writing in the double quote, so it will not take as a number, it will take as a string. It will take as a string because that is we are writing in the double quote. If you want to write in the number, just we need to give the number, no need of double quote. If you are giving the double quote, the number will also become like a string if you give the double quote. Okay, boolean is true or false. So this will come under in primitive data type. Already it is available in all programming languages. Primitive data type. Now, variables and data type. JavaScript is untyped. It does not have explicit data type. Okay, we don't have any explicit data type. Whatever the data type we have to use that. For instance, there is no way to specify that a particular variable represent as integer, string or real. Okay, there is no way to specify that a particular variable represent as integer, string or real number. The same variable can be different data type in different context. Okay, we will use variable with different data type with a different context. So this is a variable and data type. Implicit data type. Although JavaScript does not have explicit data type, we don't have any extra outside data type, it does have implicit data type. If you have an expression which combine two number, it will evaluate it to a number. If you have an expression which combines a string and a number, it will evaluate to a string. Example, here 10 plus 10. Okay, 10 plus 10 is 20. But here 10 plus double quote 10 is equals to, it will give you the answer 1010 because it will consider as string, it will not consider as number whenever you will write in the double quote. Okay, I hope you understand this. This is an implicit data type. We will see the example also. Example, where x is equals to 4, where y is equals to 11, where z is equals to cat, where q is equals to 17. This is a string, okay, and this is a string, and this is number, and this is number. Okay, so whenever we are doing first answer, what is the answer? X plus y, x plus y. 11 plus 4 is answer is 15, correct. Next answer, z plus x, z plus x. So what is z? Z is a cat, and what is x is 4. Just we are writing, we cannot add this. This all will consider as string. This whole thing will consider as string. In the same way, x plus q, x plus q, x is 4, 17 double quote, 17 is written in the double quote, so it is a consider as a string only. So 417. This is the example of the variable. More examples. The same here. This 4, x is equals to 4, y is equals to 11, z is equals to cat, q is equals to 17. You have to understand this. This is very, very important. Okay, x plus y plus z. X is number, y is number, and z is string. So what it is doing, x plus y is 15, 15 plus z. What is z? Z is a cat, string. So 15 cat. Okay, in the same way, q. Next one example is q, x and y. So here q is a string. First you are getting the string, so rest of the x plus y is a number, but that also will considered as string. Here we are getting the numbers in the starting, because of that we have did the addition, but we are getting after the string. So after the string, whatever the numbers are there, that will also consider as string. That will also consider as string. What is q? Q is 17. What is x is 4, y is 11. Okay, so this is a thing, the difference between number and string. I hope you understand this. Let's move to the next. Array. What is array? In the simple word, if we say array is a collection of same data type to store piece of data, or whatever the option here, like an array is a compound data type that store numbered piece of data, same data type with some of the numbers. Okay, each number datum is called an element of an array, and the number assigned to it is called an index. So each number, whatever we are giving some number to that element, if we are assigning, that is called index. I will show the example, then you will easily understand that. Okay, third one, the element of an array may be of any type. A single array can even store elements of data type. Okay, a single array can even store element of different types. This is about the array. Let's see the example creating the array. There are several different ways to create an array in JavaScript using the array constructor. Okay, first, what is variable? Var is a keyword, a is a variable, new array, we are defining the new array. This is array name, and this is variable name, and this is keyword, and this is a element. Okay, whatever the value you are, that is element 1 2 3 4 5. Where b is equals to new array is 10. If we go here, like here it is, we are telling the indexing. Here we are telling index. Example, like 1 2 3 4 5. Example. Okay, that is in the form of array, and this all are the elements. Okay, and here we are giving 0 1 2 3 4. This is called index. This is called index, and this all are elements. This all are called elements or piece of data. We will say the element or data, and 0 1 2 3 4 is a indexing, and every time the index start with 0 and end with n minus 1. Okay, Next, so using array is where c is equals to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is, we are giving the array name and we are defining the value. Accessing array element. So just now we have seen how to create, simple way we can create. This will be do practical when we are doing the practical. Okay, accessing array element. Array element can access using the square bracket operator. Example, where colors is equals to red, green, blue. So here, as I told you, every element or the numbers or the value must have the index. So what is the index of this red is 0, because every time array start with 0, 1 and 2. So color of 0, with the help of this color of 0, what is present in the 0 is red. Color of 1, what is present in the color of 1 is green. Now same color of 2, what we have in the color of 2 is blue, is blue. Okay, so this is a way we can access the element what we have given in the array. Fine. Next, adding element in the array. This all the topics you have completed in the first year in the C programming, but I am just repeating to recall you to do the things in JavaScript. To add a new element to an array, simply assign a value to it. Example, where a is equals to new array 10, where a is equals to new array 10, and a of 50, in the place of 50 add the 17. Okay, the value of the 17 should be stored in the place of a of 50. Like that we will add. Okay, so in the array we saw how to create, how to access and how to add the element. Next, length. All array created in JavaScript have a special length property that specifies how many elements the array contains. Example, where colors is equals to red, green, blue, color dot length is 3. 1 2 3. What is the length of the array is 3. So every time the array of the length is also imported. Next is primitive data type versus composite data type. What is the difference? Array will come under in composite data type. Variable for primitive data type hold the actual value of the data. Okay, but when you come to the variable composite, variables for composite type hold only reference to the value of the composite data or composite type. Primitive data versus composite data type. Next is variable names. How we will give the variable name? The rule of the variable name is that should be case sensitive. If you are writing in the capital letter, you must use the capital letter. If you are using the small letter, you must use the small letter. Whatever the pattern you are taking, small letter, capital letter, mixing, whatever the thing you are doing, the same thing you must call the, or you can access. So that is a case sensitive. Okay, next, variable name cannot contain space, punctuation or start with a digit. this is a condition, or we can say rules. Your variable should not contain any spaces and should not have the punctuation like exclamation mark, at the rate, or something like this. A kind of special characters will not allow, and should not start with a digit. So variable name should not start with number. Digit means number. Okay, variable name cannot be a reserved word. This is an important point. Whatever the reserved word is already defined, reserved word or keywords, both are same, so that should be cannot change, that cannot be changed, because if you take the variable as a reserved word, then it will be a problem. So because of that, you cannot take the variable name as a keyword or reserved word. Next, so the programming tips, it is bad whenever you write the program, it is bad practice to change the implicit type of a variable. If a variable is initialized as a number, it should always be used as an number. Okay, choose meaningful variable name. So this is a tip. Whenever you are defining, the question will raise when we can take a variable anything. So I can take my name, I can take the country name, I can take the city name, state name, but programming tips is you should take the variable name in such a way that that should be a meaningful and related to your program. Okay, next one is statements. In every programming language, you must have a statements. A statement is a section of JavaScript that can be evaluated by a web browser. Who will evaluate this? Web browser. What are the name of the web browsers? Like Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari. Okay, this all UC browser, this all are the web browser, and that will be evaluated. Okay, a script is simplify a collection of statements. What is JavaScript? Like maximum all the programming language is a collection of statements only. So the script is simply a collection of statements. So what is the example for that is last name is equals to done, x is equals to 10, y is equals to x into x. So you can give the variable name. This is a variable name and this is a value. This is a variable name and this is a value. This is a variable name and this is a values. Okay, and this all will consider as statement, and every statement should end with semicolon. So this is a statement. And what is a programming tip for the statements? It is a good idea to end each program statement with a semicolon. This will be the good practice and the good idea. Although this is not necessary, it will prevent coding errors. Okay, it will prevent coding errors. So recommended, a is equals to 3 semicolon should write in a single line. B is equals to 4 semicolon, single line recommendation. Or a is equals to 3, it will accept if you want to write a is equals to 3, b is equals to 4 in a single line. The two variables can be defined in the same line. It will be acceptable with the same data type. But a is equals to 3 semicolon, the last one is wrong. This is not acceptable by the JavaScript. Okay, so this is a these are the things we have done. What we have done in today's, we saw the variables and we saw how we can define the variable. The variable should not be a reserved word, variable should not start with the key, number, and variable is a case sensitive. Okay, and variable should take in a meaningful that will be easy for you to recognize. Okay, That are all the things we have seen. Data type. Data type, the different data types are there. Primitive data type and composite data type. Primitive data type is predefined, okay, that is number, string and boolean, and composite data type is array and objects. And what is array now? Array is a collection of same data type and stored in one place in a form of array. Okay. Statements. Before going to the statement, in the array we saw how to create the array, and we saw how to add the element in the array, and we saw how to access the array. Okay, now we'll move to the statements. In every programming language we will have a statement, so in the JavaScript also we have a statements. So every statement should end with semicolon, and that will be a good practice if you follow this. So this thing we have seen in the today's lecture. In the next class we are going to see the operators, and we'll see the increment decrement, and we'll see the control statement, we'll see the function. Then after that we will do the practical in the next class. Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you in the next class with practical. Thank you.